This is Damon Stevens with Federal Bullish. Today is Monday, May 23rd, 2022, and the stock market update for our trades of the day. Boy, the market was up today, so that was helpful. But the question is does it last? We have our turnaround Tuesday tomorrow, which sometimes, the market goes in opposite directions on Tuesday than it did on Monday. And so looking at the post market, just to let you know, it looks like the market's coming down to test right now, sitting at the testing the lows of the day. So hopefully that provides support and we don't break down tomorrow. It's possible that we do test the bottoms out and we're able to jump tomorrow up, or that the market gaps up by tomorrow. So just something to watch out for as we get into it. And let's go ahead and get right into our trades and take a look at the day and what's going on in the market. So you can see here, Dow Jones closed up 1.898%, NASDAQ up 1.59%, and S&P 500 up 1.86%. So nice recovery, not too big, but nice little recovery from, yesterday or last week's sell-off that we had. So that was so good to have a positive day. So can we have a positive week though? We've closed down 7 weeks straight, red. So the question is can we get, one green relief week this week? So we'll see how it shapes up. We do have a U.S. holiday coming up next Monday. So the market will be closed for the U.S. next Monday. So just something to be aware of right up front. But let's take a look at what's going on. You see our heat map, pretty much, mostly green across the board. Very few that are down. So nice recovery, nice money moving back in. Finally found a level where buyers were willing to buy. But is it enough? That's the question. So just be careful out there if you're trading. If you're adding to your long-term portfolio, that's one thing, because there's a lot of discounts out there and bargains with these stocks that have been pushed down so far. But just be careful out there. Doesn't mean there's a bottom in yet. So just something to be aware of. Looking at our scanner here, CBIO was the only one who kind of really hit it hard. GovX was from one last Friday. So I don't know if you caught this one, but this was another possibility. It was GovX today. But let's take a look at the one that we've been, chasing in multiple days here, and actually for a few weeks now. So that's VRU. VRU, you can see here, our low for the day was 1237. High at the end of the day is 415. So, not a whole lot, but enough to make a good trade. So if you're able to catch some of that, then that's great. This continues to perform for us. See here, our high back here, 1632, back last week. So we'll see if we can get another day or two out of this one. But, seeing the lower highs coming in here, it may be that this may be done. So we'll keep an eye on it, but it continues to provide good trades. Here's CBIO, just in case you're able to trade this and get this pre-market, was really the best time to get into this one if you could, just because, there wasn't a lot. I mean, basically 50 cents off this. 90 cents was a low, 146 was a high, kind of flattened out here. I don't know if we'll get, I'll watch CBIO and see if it does anything, but not a lot. I mean, if you caught the 50 cents, great. I didn't trade that just because, so close to a penny stock. I usually don't touch those, but did watch it, did hit the scanner. So always, worth looking at those and seeing if there's an opportunity there. Again, the fear and greed continues to remain in the extreme fear mode. One of the things that Friday was great is, most of the time, when we look at the fear and greed index, and then also we go over here to the max pain, which is, options, how many calls versus puts, you see that as we close out Friday, that it looked like the market really needed to move up to about 410 if it wanted to really create the pain for the stockholders, the shareholders, versus the ones who are actually making the market. And actually the puts, the market went down so far last week. It really paid off for anybody who is short in the market. So for those max pain did not even hit. They all got very well rewarded. So just a good lesson that this is not science. There's metrics to go in here, but this is not going to be the end all be all for, if it has this number, that's where the market's going for the week, because it does change every day. It's just saying, if the best case for the market makers, the ones who want to make all the money, in the market want to manipulate the price to get it somewhere where they can cash out the biggest pain for the other people who bought their contracts. And that's the number we're looking at. So looking at here, let me just refresh here just to make sure that we got a fresh one on the SPY. This S&P 500 max pain for the week so far is 390. Current stock price is 393. Closed out about 396, so it's down a little bit. The market's down a little bit from where it was at. But you see huge call volume coming in here. In this level's at 420. So that means a lot of people expecting, from the current price, the market to move up to hopefully 420. If they do, then they max out their money. And this week, so a lot of bulls out there, looks like. You see these puts that are opening up here as well. There's quite a spread here. A few spikes here, 369, 380. So do we come back down to the lows of the week? It's hard to say. But right now, the market, those who are buying contracts in option contracts, they're thinking that the market's going to go up. We're going to close on a high this week, which, is more realistically, I mean, typically it's not happened very often that we've had 8 straight weeks down of red. So, I mean, it's less likely, but it's possible. I mean, if the market wants to pull it down and the news is bad enough and economy is bad enough, it could drag it down and we could go 8 or 9 weeks and make new records for lows in the market. So just something to be aware of. But, this typically tells you at least kind of where the sentiment is. What are people thinking in the market? Right now, looks like from today on a Monday, starting Monday out, people are very bullish starting this week out. So we'll see how it kind of shapes up here. But Monday, here's earnings. So Xpeng, I didn't get anything on this one. Zoom, I watched this one. I did not trade it. I just really kind of want to see what it was going to do. I will definitely be looking to possibly trade this tomorrow. I also have Best Buy in the morning, as well as some retail traders. So look for retail to possibly get some direction with some of these earnings this week. We have Nordstrom on Tuesday night as well. So still kind of light for me as far as what I'm looking for. Thursday's my big day. But we'll keep an eye on, see if there's opportunities there. Apple. So Apple, nice little rally up here. You see here we had this long wick here. Typically this is a reversal candle, and that's exactly what happened. We got a nice pop up here off of our support line at 137.69. So doing well. Do we get to 149.88 by the end of the week? That would be great if we can. That's where the 20-day moving average is as well. We'll see how it plays out. Tesla, didn't quite to tag the low, but it is above our support line here, just below this next resistance line. So really, Tesla needs to get above 700 if it wants to start rallying back up there. If not, it could find weakness and go back down towards 600 or lower. But right now it's looking like it's trying to break out here. So we'll see what it does in the morning. Then get above the 675 level here and just get going here. We should be able to rally up here possibly to at least over 700. Nvidia, we had these 2 long wicks here. It did pull back this morning, but tried to rally up here. It's right in the part of the bottom part of this candle. So can it get enough momentum to finish out this candle and move higher towards 182? That's what we'll be looking for. If not, look for a breakdown possibly back to 158. Facebook, pretty well flat here. We have our downward trend line here. It was in this range. It looks like it's trying to break out. So we'll see. It really needs to get above this 199, 198 area to rally up here. If not, it could break back down here, back into this little wedge that we had here going on. And that means it could come down here to 183. Shopify, I put this on my back on my candle, back on our list here, just because it hit my radar again. I had some old alarms that I'd set going off, alerting me that it was making a move, and so pull it back up here to look at it. It is underneath our trend line in this wedge here. It's under the 20. I'm going to just watch this for a couple of days and see if we get a bounce out of Shopify. It looks like there may be a low in here. This may not be the bottom, but we'll see. But I did want to catch this one and just kind of watch it for a few days. We'll take it off if it doesn't do anything. LRCX was another one that my alerts went off, or old alerts that I had. So I'm going to be watching this one as well. Do we have a double, triple bottom in here, and does this kind of take off here? really, we're above the 20-day moving average on this one. Looking for, a breakout above 500. If I can get to above 500 this week, definitely LRCX could be a good run. RK, this one also we're watching. So down here flat around this $42. Really, I'd be a buyer here if it got down to 32, 21, which is our support line if it breaks this. But not where it's at, not right now, not where it's at. Rickshaw Hathaway is another one. This is a market mover, like Apple. So the reason I put this back on here is just because we had so much downtime. If this breaks some of these critical levels, I'd definitely be shorting this and be shorting the overall market. So definitely going to be watching Rickshaw very carefully over this next while here, and seeing it below or on our daily chart here underneath the trend line just makes me a little nervous. So we got to get above 316 to rally up here. If not, we could break back down towards the 300 area. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel and like our videos. That way we can continue bringing this content to you. And hopefully you're finding this helpful and informational for you. And if you are, then definitely show your appreciation, and we'll continue to help you out. And definitely join our Discord. It's free. We have a free Discord out there. We publish our numbers in the morning before the market opens, so you know exactly what we're trading and what numbers we're trading. And then we'll review those at the end of the day. But to definitely check those out and take advantage of that, as well as a live free training that we have online as well. Again, the dollar's pulling back here. That's helpful, hopefully for us. But dollar's pulling back. It broke the 20. Probably come down here to this 101 and find support, possibly bounce, or it could become range bound in here. So we'll see. But dollar showing a little weakness. VIX pulled back a little. It's holding underneath the 20-day moving average. As long as it stays hopefully below that $25 range, really won't want to see it is continue to come down. If it pops back above the 20-day moving average, then we could have some issues. So, and the market could start to pull back again. So just looking forward to hold this current level, see if we can get some more movement here in the market. All right, I'm looking at the SPY here. I think I'm going to just remove. So you can see here the SPY, we're continuing this low channel down here. Almost to the top here, we kind of hit this resistance line we had in here from last week. So can we break through this and get back into, the upper trend line? Hopefully so, and hopefully we can, work our way back up towards, 406 area, which would, get us close to that 20-day moving average. If not, we could break back down here, retest the lows here. If we stay above 393, that's important. That's kind of the level it's testing tonight as well, and tested over the weekend as well. So 393, if we break down to the south side, it's going to be shorting the market on the SPY. If it gets above 400, then definitely an opportunity for going long on it. And it's at least to 404 and maybe 410. Triple Qs kind of sitting here flat. Maybe this becomes range bound as well. Got to get above 296 to run it. If not, if it breaks below 280, we'll be shorting it. Semiconductors looking for a long above 237 or short below 221. Kind of range bound right now. IWM kind of getting a range bound as well. We're going to go long at 181 or go short at 168. Financials going long here at the 20 at 34.31, or we're going to short it here if it gets below this yesterday's close of the candle here at 33 area. Healthcare it just closed above the 20. Let's see if we can hold this in the morning. If so, healthcare could be a good run up to the 50-day moving average of 132. So this could be a good long trade if it holds. If it does break back down below the close of yesterday in this 200-day moving average at 131 or 130.50, then look for a short down back towards 125. Energy sector trying to get to a new high again. You can see just kind of below it, kind of got a resistance area above it. It has to break through. So above this, 84, looking for a long. Below 82, looking for a short. Gold right at the 20 on the 200. So if we can break out above 1860, then looking forward to go long on it. If you're below that, or we stay below it and you gets rejected off here, look for a continuation play pass down to at least 1831, if not back to 1780. So just something to watch on that one. Ethereum So looking, just consolidating here pretty much. So, if we break below, 1950, then look for a short down to 1700. If we get above, look for continuation play, up to 2183, which is where the 20-day moving average is. That's our cryptos, our stocks, the things that we're watching, the things that we're trading. If you want to continue again, join us, then go to our Discord, finwealthlive.com. You'll be able to find a link out there to join our Discord, as well as we have a membership out there as well if you want to trade live with us. So definitely let us know, reach out to us, and I would love to have you join us. Everybody have a great night. We'll talk tomorrow, see how your trades went for the day and what we need to do to plan for the next day. Everybody have a great night.